I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's... All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again, because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed like 10,000, would it be like, okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. This is a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland, because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow. So I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason, because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards. They worked there. But they were, no. They were Jews and they died. It's okay. Don't be offended. It's true. We lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them, went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to... They weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he smelled that shit, and he got the out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico. That's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Came a Mexican fast. That's what happened. That's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza. That was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one, and they just said, it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. It. This one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The bigger the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a mess. Do you see that? We're going to save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. What? Who knows this baby? Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for 1 day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. You're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me?
It's as good as it is, the cell service. You know what I mean? And the airplane stuff. They're throwing human bodies into the air like thousands every second. There's like thousands of airplanes in the air right now. And then they get... I mean, it's amazing what these people do. And Sully, by the way, this guy who, like, lands this plane on the Hudson and he's a hero, and then the passengers meet him and cry and show him their ugly babies and say, look, this kid's not an orphan because of your heroism. I promise you, seconds, like 3 minutes before he did that, they were on the ground in LaGuardia, taxiing around, and he was making his announcements, and everybody in the back's going, oh, could he shut up? I'm on the phone. Drive the bus, you douche. Nobody cares what you say. And they don't even give him the credit, because I've had people say to me that he was that it was a miracle. That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
It was God's hand. Give him the credit. He trained for it.
Yeah, he could have let go of the.
How do you
let
not
go
give
of the
it?
controls and everything?
And God didn't land up. God threw the birds in the engines. That's what God did. But so nobody. What it takes for a guy like that to fly a plane, nobody respects it. They just want to go when they want to go. And even if the 40 minutes isn't even making you late, it's just irritating you.
No, you're not getting there and then have to be. 99.9% of the people are not getting to their destination and have to be anywhere within 40 minutes.
No.
So you're okay.
You're living a great dream of a life.
Yeah.
Everybody is right now.
It's a great time to be alive.
It is a great time to be alive.
It's just this big take for granted.
Yeah.
The whole bank thing is hilarious.
Yeah, the bank thing, because
we forget
that's
how hard it was to have.
Forget.
And you would have to figure out, well, all right, it's a 3-day weekend. Or is this going to be enough money for the whole week? You'd have to figure that crap out.
Yeah, because you couldn't take all your money out.
Right.
And you had to go, well, if I have more fun than I'm planning, I'm going to be screwed.
Sure.
And you'd actually have to stop doing stuff if you ran out of money. There wasn't this
You'd be out of money.
Yep.
This constant
And you'd be
flow.
so bummed because you're like, the banks don't even open till most cases Tuesday.
I got no money. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
You had to often just sit in a chair or in a car and just look around you and go, well, I can't do nothing right now.
And
there's nobody to talk to. I'm not at a phone.
And
I'm just a person.
Leaving your house was like going west.
Yeah.
Seriously, you left your house and you were just out of touch with everybody.
You didn't know what was
You
happening.
hope that the people you said, well, meet me at this bar at 5:30 are going to show up or whatnot.
That's
you
when
check
you
up on anybody.
This stuff is great. This technology is great. And I've read like comments on YouTube where people say that this guy's a primitivist. This word that means that you hate technology.
You're a primitivist.
Yes, that's not the point. The point isn't that technology is bad for us. The point is that it's as good as it is, and people have to stop. People are so miserable. People spend so many hours poring over their products and then throwing it away and buying another one. Like, it's so far from the basis of, like, being a human being, which is like, I'm going to freeze this winter if I don't make money and buy these certain things.
Right.
Like it used to be you worked at a button factory and then you took your button money and you bought some lard and bread for your kids. And then you save a little money so you could buy your kid one wooden toy at Christmas. But now the toy is an exploding robot that gives you an enema, and and you buy it for your kid before you buy food.
Yeah,
that's the first thing. And you buy one for you, and then you go, this thing, and you get mad at it, you throw it away and buy another one. Mm-hmm. And there's this incurable, there's just this misery everywhere. People are miserable. Very few Americans are, like, content.
The phone?
Absolutely right, man. No, I'm just agreeing with it.
Yeah, the phone thing is really funny, too. Because you also forget that people would call your house and no one's there, and they couldn't leave a message. No, what if they had something really important? You have to, like, sync up now for that important info.
Whole friendships that wouldn't exist without the ability to connect that much. Because you'd call somebody, and the phone would ring with a dog looking at it for a few minutes. And then in the room the phone is in, like there was a room that the phone lived in.
Yeah, it was
away from the TV.
Phone.
It was the phone. You called it the phone. What was the last time you said who's on the phone? Somebody's on his phone, or somebody's on my phone. You didn't even occur to you to think they don't know that I called.
Yeah.
That didn't even occur to you.
They'll never know that I called if something happens.
Yeah.
And they may call me and I may not be here. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
People would just people. There weren't even answering machines. I remember a time when answering machines were fancy. For most people, it was just somebody might contact you if It's just weird to think of that now.
Yeah. The one thing you said that was very funny was the sparks inside.
Yeah,
like there were.
No, it was a copper coil. If you took apart a phone, which I did often, it was a copper coil that you made sparks in. It went down a copper wire, literally a copper wire from your house to the other person you're talking to.
your phone,
like cups with a string.
You didn't buy a phone at the store.
No, we rented our
plug it into
phone.
the wall. It was Bell Telephone, property of Bell Telephone. It was hardwired into your wall.
Yeah.
So when you moved in, that phone was sitting there.
Yes, and when you didn't pay the bill, which my mom often would run out of money and not pay the bill, they would come and take the actual phone out.
They'd take the phone.
The phone would go into a truck full of ugly, dirty phones in a pile like Auschwitz, just all laying with their cords tangled together in a big pile.
Although that cord would constantly, the worse you stretched it, the longer and more unwieldy it got.
Then it was a Garrett. It was another weapon.
Yeah, it's a Garrett. You could choke it because that thing would never snap.
No,
you could break a lot of stuff with that long phone cord.
You'd pull it into a bedroom and slam the door on the cord to get your privacy.
And the thing is, the things people are impatient about, too. It's like a guy standing on a street corner, furious because it's taking a little while to load a picture of Axl Rose on his phone for him to look at for a second to remember what the guy looked like for a second.
Oh my God!
Look at fat Axl Rose now.
Yeah.
What's he look like now?
I took out.
It's taking too long.
I still do. I'm amazed by technology, and sometimes I do step back and look at it and go like, wow, that is effing amazing that we have this. Things like flight, though, you do still take for granted. Yeah. I know that, but like newer technology, the iPhone, for one thing, I know Jimmy doesn't like it.
Hate it.
But the principle behind it, the fact that you used to have to sit there and think about who that actor was in that movie.
Yeah.
And that would drive you crazy. You'd, like two people, you'd be sitting there going, I know the name, I know. And for a half hour, an hour, you could not concentrate on anything else. And now you're like, hold on, IMDb, boom, it was this movie, this year, blah, blah.
Ron Jeremy.
All your Ron Jeremy. You have answers at your fingertips now.
I have an iPhone which I don't even use because I like my BlackBerry. That's how jackass I am. Like I've got the two leading machines, and the iPhone is for when my BlackBerry breaks because I throw it around a lot. So I was at my mother's house and I was about my iPhone. I go, yeah, I got one, but it's like, and she goes, what does that even do? She didn't even understand any facet of. My mother's a computer programmer, but
oh my God!
But
punch cards.
Yes, she used punch cards. She had
ENIAC,
but consumer products. She doesn't know anything about those, and so she said, "What is that? What's the big deal with it?" And I show it to her, and I just start running her through what iPhones do.
Yeah.
And like I said, think of any song you've ever heard, and for some reason she said Footloose. I don't know why my mom. and I just go click 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 foot, and I'm just playing it. Like instantly, and she was like, "What? I don't." And then I said, "Think of anything that's ever happened, like literally, just anything in history." So she thought of the most. She said, "Well, I was thinking yesterday about when Martin Luther King was assassinated, and Robert Kennedy was making a speech in the moment that he was shot, and he got told during the speech. So he announced to a bunch of black people that he was speaking to. He announced to them that Martin Luther King was shot, and it was a really dramatic moment. And I just go." I go on YouTube on my iPhone, RFK, MLK shot, and in seconds we're listening to that speech. And my mother was it was one of those things where she just didn't, she was like, where am I? What is this?
Did she try to kill
what
you?
Happened to the
Wizard! Wizard! Like Carrie's mother. She put you in the closet. Pray together. We'll pray. That is, I did pretty much the same thing at my mother and Sal's house with the iPhone. I was showing them things, you just pop on, because my mother's just a movie buff.
Yeah.
So I go to IMDb. And she's like, I don't need that. I have my Leonard Maltin book. And she's got this book that she gets every year. Yes. It's Leonard Maltin's book.
Yes.
And it's just got everything you could get on IMDb in a second.
Yeah.
In this 8,000-page gigantic book.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom,
but it doesn't have Dane Cook's works in progress.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
In production.
And you could cross-reference actors in the same movie so you could see if they were in the same movie together. Leonard Maltin book. All right, Mom, whatever.
I'll tell you this story about one time that I thought I was going to die. I think it's the only time where I thought, why wouldn't this be when I die? I was on a plane. I've been on a lot of planes and a lot of shitty weather and stuff, but this was up. I was in Indianapolis on a plane waiting to take off, and we're sitting there, and the pilot comes on, and he says, hi, folks, the fuel gauge is broken, so we're waiting for maintenance. So we wait. About 20 minutes. Then he comes back on. Folks, the fuel gauge is still broken, but we're going to go anyway. We know how much fuel we have, and we feel confident it'll be okay, so we're going to go. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's a pilot. I'm sure he's going by some manual that says, if the fuel gauge breaks, call maintenance. If they're not there in 20 minutes, fuel gauges are overrated, just go. You're fine. Just top it off and remember what happened. So then we still don't take off. And the guy comes back on. Folks, we have another problem. LaGuardia Airport in New York won't give us clearance to take off because the weather's been bad there intermittently. So we're going to wait for that. So we wait 20 minutes. Then he comes back on. Folks, LaGuardia still hasn't given us clearance. But we're going to go anyway. We're looking at the radar. We think the weather will be fine. So what we're going to do is say that our destination is Philadelphia. We'll get clearance to go there. Halfway to Philadelphia, we'll switch course to LaGuardia Airport. We'll be there in a few minutes. I swear to God he said this. First of all, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be honest with the dude in the tower. Like, does the dude in the tower have to go, really? You're going to come on? Tell me where you're going. And why is he telling us this? Am I going to have to corroborate this lie if we get pulled over by the sky police at some point in the flight? Oh, no, we're totally going to Philly. I got a brother there, and we got a thing in Philly. But I'm still fine with it because we're travelers on the plane. Yeah, I got a thing. F*** it. I'm immortal. Just go, please. Yes. Go into marginal weather with shoddy equipment secretly. I totally support this plan. So, we take off. We get above where we are right now. And it's just a black mother of a cloud. It's just like the Wizard of Oz. It's just, there's trees throwing apples at us. It's crazy. It's just horrible. And we're the whole flight, and we're making these circles. And me and the guy next to me are both listening to the tower. You know how you can plug into your seat sometimes? And you can listen to the tower talk to the area airplanes. And we keep hearing our guy trying to get clearance to land from LaGuardia. This is Delta 288 requesting clearance to land. It's a negative 288. Low visibility. A few minutes go by. This is Delta 288. We would really like clearance to land. Yeah, that's a negative 288. Like he was getting annoyed. And meanwhile, we're just circling and burning this vague amount of fuel. We could just stop being an airplane at any second. And then we hear this. This is all true. The LaGuardia guy comes. It's LaGuardia Airport to all area airplanes. We are closed for the night. Zero visibility. Not safe for landing. Please divert to Philadelphia or Allentown, Pennsylvania, or Boston. And then we hear our guy. This is Delta 20. We need to land now. We have no fuel. We have to land right now. Interesting. Then there's a pause, and then we hear this. Well, then clear to land, then 280. That's how he said it. Like, dude, no one can see, okay? But just, I guess all the dumb decisions you made today have made this a good one. Just take a shot. I'm going home. Just turn the lights off after you crash. I don't give a shit, frankly. By the way, you're not supposed to be here, you liar. You said you were going to Philly. So as soon as we get clearance, we just we start bulleting. We're either flying desperately towards the ground or falling. I don't know that there's a difference. We come out of the clouds, and there's the Earth right there. It's right there. That's what low visibility means. We come out of the clouds, no, it's right there, Jesus! And the plane just, and you can feel the plane go, oh, fuck, I can't do that. What are you, nuts? And we go and veer over the highway, and I swear to God, I saw people in their cars go, what the fuck? And we hit the runway like sideways, like poof. And the pilot comes back on, all true, I swear to God. He's totally out of breath. He's like, welcome to LaGuardia Airport, New York City. You may turn on your cell phones now, and you may call your loved ones. He said that. He said you may call your loved ones. And everybody on the plane was crying and rocking back and forth, just sobbing, calling their husbands and their wives. I'm divorced. What am I going to... Hi, remember you hate me? Well, I almost died. And I got in a cab, and the cab driver goes, that was a very bad landing. I was like, how'd you know that was me? He's like, that's the only plane to land in 4 hours. We all watched the drivers, we said, that are going to die.
All right, so, hey, speaking of your hometown there, well, yes. the state, obviously, Massachusetts, there's a town there. They moved Halloween to November 1st, Lou. You got 2 daughters that are going to be doing that trick-or-treating. Yeah. To make it safer for the kids.
How is that safer?
I don't know, Anthony.
Why is November 1st safer than October 31st?
October 31st is a Friday, I think. So it's the teenagers are out there drinking.
Teenagers. They spray Nair in your hair and all your hair comes out.
I think it's too much now. What? We need safety for the children.
But who's going to have candy on November 1st?
Nobody.
Yeah. Well, the leftover candy.
It's like trick-or-treat. No, a lot of people don't have that. I remember kids that used to do that the day after, like, and then they'd have an excuse like, yeah, I was out of town, like, with my parents and stuff, and they're always a little too old to be trick-or-treating. Yeah. So, like, I figured I'd come by today. Get out of here, you bum. Now you're just being a panhandler. Right. You're a bum. Halloween is one day. Next day, bum.
I had a friend who we went trick-or-treating in, like, 7th grade. It was, like, that year too long.
Yeah.
And, a friend of mine he dressed as Spider-Man, and he just went around stealing candy. He waited till the end of the night.
Oh, good.
And he just took kids' candy.
That's the easiest
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. He just would run up to kids, leave them crying, push their heads down in the dirt. He had just pound, and he didn't even like candy that much. He just took all their candy, and it's when I discovered something awful about myself, because I never saw anything that horrible in my life. I was lying on the ground because I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, I remember lying in grass.
It sounds
laughing
hysterical.
And my stomach hurt, just going, oh, that's terrible, and I love it every second of it.
It sounds hysterical to watch.
It is amazing.
Poor bastard.
They're crying. I'm a bad person. That's when I realized.
Yeah.
I had my candy stolen once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
what happened, Jimmy?
Really?
I think I was just sitting at my friend's, and one of the older boys ran by.
Mm-hmm.
He stole my stupid pillowcase.
Filled with candy.
That's right, but I got him back.
What did you do?
That?
The next year, I went to that same place, and I had my pillowcase full of dog turds.
Oh.
Nice little nuggets.
I thought you were going to, do the soda cans in there.
No.
Pulling old bad boys.
Mm-hmm. No, but he didn't come by, so I just had to go home like that and sleep on that pillow.
The pillowcase full of dog crap.
I ate them. They're delicious.
Hey,
rolls.
There's a couple other things really fast. You have a mayor in Kansas.
I would hope so.
He's apologizing today for this made us laugh in the office for going to a fundraiser, which these mayors do.
Sure.
He went to the fundraiser in drag and blackface.
Politicians have to understand. Politicians, public servants, which the fire, the police. You can't put on blackface anymore and be entertained. It is funny I must say, when I see somebody in blackface, I usually laugh.
Sure.
Not so much that it's funny, but just for the fact that, oh my God, he's in so much trouble. Like, that makes me laugh, just knowing they're so screwed and probably have just destroyed their careers.
Yeah, you can't. Who is he pretending to be? Because he's in drag, too.
When he was asked who he's trying to be, he commented,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that not? Oh, I better issue an apology.
Apologize again.
Oh. I thought they liked to be called.
I thought they loved the word. No,
I'm confused.
Let's say hi to Mark in Jersey. Marky.
Yes.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, not much. How you doing?
Welcome aboard, Mark.
Yeah, what do you got for the show today?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Quickly, what?
A lot of people have been saying that. How about we fix the phone so we can do our show Monday? That would be nice. Thank you, CB.
What do you have for the show? Why did you call?
I called because I hear you guys talking about ghosts a lot, and I'm a paranormal investigator.
No, you're not.
I run a group called North Jersey Paranormal Research.
Do you?
And we go around to people's homes and investigate.
And rip them off.
Yeah, what are you guys called? We've never found anything.
Yeah, first of all, we weren't talking about ghosts a lot.
Well, he got...
So you're talking about, chimney sweeps. I run a chimney cleaning company. We didn't mention chimney sweeps. Yeah, it was the blackface. What did dude?
They all just have soot on there.
Where is
They're just cleaning the chimney?
Where's the proof? Why isn't it all over the news and people going, oh my God, that is conclusive proof of paranormal phenomenon?
Right. Because you know what? I really don't think we have. I'll be honest with you. There's no conclusive proof. There are a lot of experiences. We have people that have dealt with things in their homes that really scare them. They call us in. We come in and we try to look for rational explanations.
You ever been slimed?
No slime. And I keep my proton pack.
You ever cross the beams? Or do you just sword fight with your professional paranormal investigator friends?
No, I don't do that. No, what we do is we go in with regular...
Yes, you do.
Cross the streams and you get a belly button full.
Doesn't know why he's laughing.
Yeah,
No.
Not that kind of group. Not that kind of group.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're a bunch of queers.
Exactly. And you find nothing but pain in your rump. That's what you find. There's a ghost back there. Oh, that's just Pete. The ghost is grabbing my hips.
The funny thought is a bunch of guys who are in denial that they're gay. They think they're doing paranormal research. All right, try that one. Try the one where you rub it on my face. See if that finds a ghost.
It's just an excuse.
No ghosts there.
I got slimed.
Oh. No ghosts there.
Yeah, it's just like... they absolutely think they're searching for ghosts.
Yes.
And it's just completely gay.
You know what it is? Why are you putting that in there? Because it's ghost bait. Let me leave this. Let me leave this in here. It's ghost bait.
Maybe this ghost will be afraid of me with a cowboy hat and nothing else.
Chaps.
Maybe if I shave down there, the ghost will be afraid. That'll help find a ghost.
Ghost like a man in assless chaps on a Cialis.
This guy
help to root him out.
This guy mentioned his little company. I'm sure other people are listening and going, "What happened?" Like, no, we're all gay. Like, what? How did that happen?
Thanks a lot. Thanks for calling the show.
You shouldn't have called that show. No, now we're gay.
Now that's what we do.
Yeah, we go in the houses and have gay sex with each other trying to find ghosts.
That's hilarious.
They said that
you call this company, they come over and they just start doing each other on the floor. What are you doing? Oh, this is very scientific, ma'am.
You'll never understand why we do this.
It's how we remain gay and stay in our marriages.
Yes.
Is by saying it's paranormal research.
Let's go to Mike in Florida. Mikey.
I was wondering what's wrong with the ghosts we got.
They spoke pretty good.
Patrick Swayze.
What's some of those other ghosts we got?
Ricky Gervais, Ghost Town, Beetlejuice, Casper, Ghost Dad.
Snuffleupagus. It's kind of a ghost, only Big Bird could see him.
Oh, that's true.
James in Massachusetts. James. They can't. You know what? If they're not fixed Monday, oh yeah, He'll be a sledgehammer in studio to take care of the problem.
I wouldn't even know what to break for the phone. It's like you hit the monitor.
Whatever.
Yeah, damn you hit the monitor. Well, it didn't really do anything for the phone.
Bring in an old lady and call her Ma Bell and knock her teeth out. It would just be fun to do, even if they do work. For no reason.
Whoever's running this radio station, do something, please. Just do something.
Just get that Lily Tomlin operator character.
Yeah.
Yes.
May I connect you? Is this the party to whom I'm speaking?
Hysterical. She's playing an operator.
Yeah, you know. James said that the reason they moved Halloween, by the way, was because of traffic. Friday night, 5 to 7, when the kids are out doing their thing. A lot of traffic.
How come no one cared about us? We were the least cared about children in the entire history of the United States of America. Go out and play.
Go out. Get out of here.
Just get out of the house.
Get out of here. Go.
I was told to just leave. Leave your house. And just walk around with strangers.
Do whatever it is you do.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Maybe I'll see you later.
And when I come home, I'm not even going to ask what you did today.
Nope.
You can do anything. Go ride your bike. No helmets, no knee pads, no nothing. You're just riding in traffic.
Go find a dead cat.
Poke it with a stick for a while with your friends.
Yeah.
Dig holes in the woods.
Steal lots of things from CVS.
Right, go on a shoplifting sprees.
Steal like 5 giant Hershey's special candy bars from CVS and sit behind it gobbling chocolate till you feel sick, and then a retarded girl walks by and you show her your penis.
Right. Why wouldn't you?
That was a typical afternoon for me.
I can bring
Massachusetts.
Knives.
I saw Seinfeld looking over at you more and more, thinking, this guy's good.
Well, Jerry, he used to kind of haze me a lot because we knew each other when I was
Why do you keep
18.
writing new material?
Why do you keep getting bigger
the same hour?
when I'm sort of the same as I was before?
Have you ever noticed socks? I want my feet not to have shoes, but I need something between me and the floor.
But I have enormous respect for Jerry and Chris and you. I mean, when I saw The Office, I wouldn't have said it. You think I felt like I had to? I would have loved if I didn't feel it inside.
Then you would have seen how those things hurt.
How fun that would have been to say I had enormous respect for Jerry and Chris, and then just watch your eyes kind of notice it. I would have loved that. I can't do it.
Or you could have just said Jerry, Chris, and Bob Kelly and humiliated me too.
How smart is Jerry, though, that he's the one that got Larry David? In the middle of all the comedy boom and all, he was the one that, I created a show with Larry David, which was, Larry, you write, and I'll do my acting.
And Larry couldn't get arrested back then. Larry
but to be able to recognize that, to be able to get that.
Would you sound like you know that Larry did more of the heavy lifting? With
I think
Larry
the
was
stuff that
his
he wrote.
Show.
He wrote all the.
Seinfeld was all Larry.
Yeah, you
I didn't know that. I assumed it was.
Oh, you could tell.
Well, I mean, Jerry.
Now that we know who Larry is.
It came from Jerry's.
Who asked you?
Oh, sorry. Why don't you shut your mouth?
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is exactly like The View. I'm just whenever I'm talking, if someone says, what the fuck are you talking?
Hearing Seinfeld, you said something interesting about how comedy is empathy. And I thought, wow, he's right. And then Seinfeld goes, no, it's not.
No, it's just
and then I was like, fuck, that's actually a good point by Seinfeld.
I don't know. I think it is empathy. I think you have to like someone. I think you have to understand what they're saying. I think everything has to be personified. You can't make jokes about the inanimate. But he was saying you are above the audience. About the inanimate.
The
inanimate?
Inanimate. Something that
I didn't hear the C at the end.
Oh, right, sorry.
Maybe to laugh at somebody, you have to like them. But, Seinfeld is weird. He doesn't really fit into. Every comic has something wrong with them that I know. Like, they're sex addicts or drug addicts or gamblers. And with him, I can't figure out what his psychosis or problem.
We'll find out after he dies. It'll all come out.
It certainly will. His computer will be open.
Got one. I don't buy that you have to be. You have to, have visibly something wrong with you. I think you have to be aware of your own inadequacies and play on them. But I don't think you have to wear it on your sleeve.
Not necessarily, but every comic I know has something wrong with them. They don't even necessarily. Hold on, I'm having a pissing match here. They don't have to. They don't have to wear it on their sleeve, but they actually all have something.
Seinfeld said you have to be above the audience.
Yeah.
No. He said no.
That's what Bob said.
No. Wait.
Got your coffee. Boom, you can have some money.
No, what he was. I was saying that you can't be above the audience. You have to sort of fall over for their pleasure. Right. In a way, you have to put yourself below the audience. Show them you've had a worse day than them. Yeah. Funny. He was saying, but you're already above them because you've got the mic. They're all looking at you. You're the only one talking.
Right.
I thought it was. I
well,
think
Jerry also, he doesn't look at, I mean, you have this really humane version of comedy, and it comes from sort of like Laurel and Hardy and Chaplin and stuff.
Yeah,
like, he's lovable. But Jerry is a technician. He's about the jokes. Jerry looks at comedy like music. Like he used to tell me, he was like, he just playing a horn.
It's dots on paper.
He just likes to he gets off on the material. He gets off heavily on the material and how he does it. And he is, when I was young, I used to open for Jerry. When I was like 18, 19, I got to open for him in one gig in Boston, and he liked me, so he took me to a bunch. And it was an enormous experience because I kind of didn't think when I was that age, like he wasn't my favorite guy. I liked Stephen Wright, and I liked Carlin and Pryor. And I thought he was good, but I didn't really know of him that much. But watching him do, hour-long shows and theaters, and this is before he had his show, when he was just a top-rank heavyweight comic, watching him do that, the guy is a virtuoso. He is like a great, like Vladimir Horowitz. He's a genius
and he's so
putting on a comedy show. He works so hard for his audience.
Yeah, he does, but he's almost professorial about it as well. He's got everything worked out.
He's in control. He's very much into being in control, and we identified that too on the show. That like he when he did my joke about the vacation going around the car. He did it in this very controlled.
And it was
Seinfeldian
like a one-line, wasn't
way.
It? It was that,
yes,
that rhythm.
That's my vacation.
What I was saying that Louis,
when I do,
he's angry. Yeah. We're laughing at him because he can't get it out.
I'm
We're laughing
sweating,
at
and I'm sweating, and I'm sputtering.
I mean, they're there. Yeah. They're all there. They're all sort of disguised and hidden. But we're laughing at a man's breakdown. We're feeling it more viscerally. We're not looking at the dots on paper. And I think that a lot with comedians, when you see the comedians, and they can be great one-liner with the puns, but you feel that you haven't learned about them. You feel that you could read them out yourself and get just as good a laugh.
Well, there's almost no right answer. That's what it's like.
Why would there be?
When you look at Pryor and Carlin, I think they're the two greatest, and they were completely different. Pryor was extraordinarily personal. Carlin told you nothing personal, but was still an observational genius and a social genius. And Pryor was too, but he did it through a person. They both took different vehicles to get to the same place.
Well, also Carlin did bits, and he worked them out. He had really well phrased stuff. And Pryor would just talk. Pryor would just talk, but he would hit beautiful moments that were precise for him. Yeah.
Carlin said he really turned the corner when he said he used to say, "I'm a comedian that writes his own material," and then he started saying, "I'm a writer who performs his own material," and he realized he was writing essays and he was doing a one-man show in like 4 pieces. Yeah, like a bit about Earth, and he would just do a one-man show.
That's right.
I tried to do that when I started off. It's too hard.
Yeah,
it's too hard. So now I just get bits and I pretend to work them together like that.
You had the best quote in Esquire, and you said, "Laurel and Hardy is like the basic root of comedy is Laurel and Hardy. It's never been improved upon. I'd be so much better off if I wasn't with this idiot."
Yeah.
Like you just can't improve that.
No, that's what it's about.
Ever since you said that, they just started showing it like on these bizarre channels, and I watch it and I go, "But it's Ricky Gervais."
But it's even deeper than that, because it's like the blind leading the blind. They both think they'd be better off without the other one. And one is more stupid than the other one because he thinks he's cleverer than the other one.
I have nothing to say to you.
It's lovely. It's just lovely. It's just great. And see, Louis stand-up, I think, is good because he's really sort of like a threat, because he shambles out like an underdog whose life's falling apart, but then he's really clever. And his targets are all correct. Even though they don't look like they are, they're all correct targets. He goes after...
Like retard in England?
Well, that's what you say about being above it or I'm hung up on the, empathetic. So are you, though. The jokes you make, they're clearly, actually, if they look cruel, they're not. They're not at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think people know that I'm being an asshole.
Of course.
I don't mind people thinking I'm an
yeah, but they get it. They get it on a subliminal level because they know you can't be.
I don't know anyone that thinks you are.
What's that?
I don't know a single human being that thinks you're an
Oh, there are definitely people.
I don't know anyone. I've never met anyone. Not the people that go to your show. What did you say? They go, "Oh, Louis is hilarious." Yeah, but we're like, if I said it,
but I would not have a job. I mean, it's like when I do. There's things I do on my show where I take on certain subjects, and the one way I managed when I'm doing something that's kind of controversial, what I do is I make sure that I lose. That in the story,
but whenever you're angry,
you're the rape victim.
Exactly. If we're doing rape, I'm getting raped.
Smell the gloves.
And you're fighting an unreasonable world. You're always fighting an unreasonable world. You're fighting with what you know, the hand you were dealt. And also, I like the fact you also start off, and I don't know if you do this consciously or not, but people like you because you're bringing up 2 little girls. So they know whatever you're doing, you're bringing up 2 little girls. And I think and I think people have got to like you. As an example, the Marx Brothers, right? They're the biggest things involved.
You don't have children, right?
No. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the means. The Marx Brothers, funny, everyone loved them doing stuff, right? They transferred the films, and it's sort of exhausting, okay? It's too long to be doing zany stuff. So the eventual producer director of the best films, they came to said, listen, I can make you, you know, so much bigger. And he said, we're putting a musical number, and we're putting a love story. So now, it's these idiots, right? But they're being idiotic and running around because they're trying to get 2 lovers together. So now everyone wants them to win because they're doing something worthwhile with their stupidity and their...
You know what, though? I hate those Marx Brothers movies. I like the earlier ones when they're just being nuts. When
I
they're
got to
just
agree with Louis on this because he won the award last night.
Strange. When they do that. And it's, I think I'm in the minority.
It's an award-winning opinion.
That's right. It is. I was given an award for having this opinion.
I think it's the humanity again because Groucho is always the underdog. Even though he thinks he's cleverer than that guy, he's getting conned. He looks, you know...
No, that's what they were like. But when they put in the couples and had them sing to each other, and the Marx Brothers became like a B story, those love stories were synthetic, bad Hollywood love stories,
as opposed to the Marx Brothers act.
The great Marx Brothers movies like Animal Crackers that were just crazy stories that made no sense. But that were driven by this great comedy.
But you need the vision because it's exhausting. Even you know, like you can come out and I can watch you for an hour telling me a story. That's the human aspect. You can tell a story and I can watch you for an hour, right? If you come out and you do the best 1,000 one-liners, I'm looking at my watch after 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, when you purify comedy into just a fastball. But, you know,
I think there are guys,
I think it's just everybody's just different. You can't, you know, there's some people who are empathetic and personal, and there's other people who just got the jokes. Like,
after No Filter, his album's going to be Everybody's Just Different.
Everybody's just different.
Yeah, but the same underneath, if you turn it over, and it's just him leaning on his
leaning on his hands.
Put the same underneath. That'll be the album. Everybody's just different, and I'm wearing like a leather jacket with the collar up, like Dennis Leary in the '80s, and then on the other side, but the same underneath, folded hands.
I'll get you to tell some of the stories you told on Talking Funny, but that would ruin it.
You know,
What will you do with it? Maybe the competition will be great. Good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully the good thoughts win. First, I was at both. I am like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. I don't believe it. It is there. It's always this. And then this thing. It's okay. I believe, of course. But maybe.
I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe, if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
For you.
Oh, I see.
Always want to fall. Like when Rock was getting ready for the Oscars.
Right.
We were both in L.A. and he was going to try his set at the Ice House in Pasadena. So he asked me to come on and do 40 minutes in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's doing not his best stuff, but his Oscar material. But he wanted the heavy lifting. He wanted to... It's like swimming with a heavy suit first before the race, you know?
So you went to see him work out his Oscar material?
Yeah.
Afterwards, does he say to you, what do you think I could improve here?
Sure, yeah. I talked to him for a while about his set afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, and does he, when you watched him on the Oscars, did he, because you were at the Oscars.
I think I helped him out. Yeah, I presented an award at the
I
Oscars.
like what you presented. I thought it was a great angle. You presented the best documentary, right?
Best documentary short.
Short.
Yeah.
And you said, listen, everybody. And I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
You said, these people, this is the most important award we're giving out all night. Because most of you who are getting an Oscar, it's not going to really affect your life that much. But best short documentary, this is the greatest thing that's ever going to happen to them.
That's right.
And they probably live in their car.
And yeah, this one, I said, this Oscar's going home in a Honda Civic.
Right. It ain't going in a limo.
No.
These are the type of people who are in show business, but
they
barely.
Didn't get dresses
That's right.
made for them.
If you're a nominee for Best Actor, you have a union that looks after you, and you're probably wealthy.
Yeah.
This is the one where they just got nothing.
And you love these type of people because, in a way, I feel you wear as a badge of honor the fact that you didn't go to college, that you had a series of jobs as like a dishwasher and jobs, and a mechanic before you kind of hit it in show business, and you identify with the underdog.
Yeah, and I made little short indie films. I went to Sundance with a short film, and 13 people watched it, and nothing happened. And, so I've been exactly where they are.
That's what surprises me about it. When you were at the Oscars and you saw Chris Rock hosting, did you say to yourself, hey, I would like to host the Oscars? Was there any twinge of a kind of a feeling for doing that?
Well, I'll tell you, because I was presenting, and I was scared to do that.
Yeah.
I was scared for him. He's my friend, and I watched him go through getting in ready for it, and he didn't pick an easy monologue to do.
No.
And but I went, and I'm sitting. I've been to the Emmys every year for the last 5 years, and it's just nothing to me now. But the Oscars is a different world. And as it was getting close to my category I was going to present, I started feeling my heart rate go up and my blood start to get weird. And then somebody in a headset crooked their finger and said, come on. And I'm going backstage to do this thing. And I freaked out. I was terrified.
Yes.
My hands were trembling. And the one thing I kept thinking is when I'm holding the envelope, my hands are going to tremble.
What was the terrifying moment? Because you knew you had something funny to say.
Yeah, but I didn't prepare. Like, they asked me to come to rehearsal. I didn't come to rehearsal. They asked me for the copy to put on their teleprompter.
You said no.
And I said no.
Why did you not go to the rehearsal? Why not try
I didn't feel like it. I'm a I just didn't feel like it. It was the day before. I'm like, I don't want to go there. I just want to stay in my room.
But what they enable you to do is to walk out, practice getting behind the podium.
So smart.
Right. Would have been the smart move.
Smartest thing I could have done.
Yeah, because you don't even know where you're going.
No. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know anything.
No, I watch carefully.
And my heart rate is going up and up and up and up and up.
And isn't that amazing to people? Because you've been in front of crowds forever.
Something about that kind of thing. Because I presented at the Emmys once with Amy Poehler.
Right.
And my hands were shaking so bad that I couldn't open the envelope. And I handed it to her and had her do it. And she looked at me like, what's wrong?
I have a disease.
I have a condition.
Yes.
Well, it's true because it's not your crowd.
It's not what I do.
No, you go up in front of a crowd that loves Louis C.K.
That's right.
You don't go up
or a random comedy club drunk crowd. I mean, that's my favorite thing is to go up in front of people who have no idea what's going to happen.
And that happens less and less because a lot of people know you now.
That's hard to get now.
Do you miss the days when
Very much so.
Yeah, because going out there, the adrenaline rush, I would think, is winning over a crowd that doesn't know who you are.
That's a great feeling. So at the Oscars, I'm scared. I'm talking to Lou Gossett Jr., which isn't helping.
Yeah.
Because it's so bizarre.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're presenting with someone.
Yes, and I'm drinking red wine trying to calm down.
Are you aware that you were next to Lou Gossett Jr.? Are you aware that like, oh, maybe I'm taking up too much time? It's also his presentation.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I am thinking. That.
Yeah,
because I'm talking to him and I'm like, he's probably trying to get in his head. And then they were about to. The thing I've learned about things like this is just listen to instructions. Because then I get there and because I didn't rehearse, this guy tells me 50 things that I have to know, and I just listen really carefully.
Yeah.
And then Chris goes, he's going to bring me on, and he goes, "What do you want me to say?" And I go, "Can you mention Horace and Pete?" And he goes, "Sure." And then I realized this is like the Comedy Cellar.
You'll mention Horace and
brings
Pete.
me on.
Yeah.
But so I went out there to present it, and my heart is pounding, and I know the shape of what I'm going to say, but I don't know it. I start to explain my idea, and as laughs start to come, then I get one big laugh, and I'm in absolute heaven. I'm in a stratosphere of happiness.
Do you look over at Lou Gossett to see what he's doing while you're doing
I don't know where he was at that point. This was like in the lounge.
Yeah.
But so I did, and then I got two big good laughs. And
it was
then
a
when
funny
it was
routine.
over, thanks. And then I see the thing that it says, here are the nominees. And when I got to say the thing that meant I'm done, the relief was intense. And then I thought, it would be fun to do something like hosting a show like that because I'd have overcoming... You know, like I did Power Players Jeopardy the other day.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Why did you agree to do? Because you can look like a moron. Are you that good at Jeopardy that you would do Power Players Jeopardy?
Never, if I watch Jeopardy, I'll get 2 answers.
Why did you do like? First of all, why did you put yourself through the Oscars if you just hate it that much? But you know what I mean.
It's fun to do things that you think you're going to at.
But wait
see
a second.
What happens.
Okay, maybe the Oscars, but that's still your milieu.
Yeah.
The
totally
Jeopardy,
out of my comfort
the
zone.
Jeopardy though, you can look like a real idiot because even if you're a smart guy, you got to know facts. You got to be fast. Who are you playing against in Power Jeopardy?
A guy named Jonathan and a woman named Kate, and I don't remember their last names.
They're famous people.
He's from CNN, and they're journalists. They're like thoughtful, smart people.
Right. You can't announce whether you won, obviously, because you taped it, right?
I can't.
But were you humiliated in this thing?
Okay, so I was scared to do it, but the reason I did it is because it's for charity, and it's this group called the Fistula Foundation, who's kind of like my charity. Everything
now,
I do.
A fistula is the thing in your ass when you push too hard, you can blow a hole in it.
That's right. So what happens to women all over the world in poor countries?
Yes.
They give birth in the whatever in a hut,
and they got like an alien vein hanging out of their
fistula. They get and so then they pee themselves.
Everything is mixed.
Right, and when they pee themselves, their whole community shuns them, and their life is over.
I cannot believe you found a charity called the Fistula
Foundation.
And you know what's
hard
about
charity to explain on television.
You know what's great about that charity? There's something they can fix.
They can fix it. That's exactly right. All they do is pay for the operation, and then these women's lives are set.
I love it because
get
sometimes
educated, they can get a job, do whatever they want.
Sometimes, like when you used to get to the muscular dystrophy with Jerry Lewis, you say this. This has been going on for 50 years. There's no goddamn cure. There's no cure. Fistula, they can sew up and do something nice.
Howard, you were always. Why didn't you found the Fistula?
I was thinking testicle cancer, but you're right. I don't know.
Fistula Foundation is a great group. They just do a simple thing, and they're not a big, giant corporate entity that, you know.
Have you ever pushed so hard that you got hemorrhoids or fistulas in your ass?
I don't know. I might have. I've been too ashamed to go get it checked out.
There's a lot of shame associated with fistulas.
With assholes and dicks and
all right,
vaginas.
So get back to Louis.
We used to let kings take over for their fathers. That's the craziest rule that ever existed. That if the king dies, they let his kid be the king. What are the odds that he's not going to be a piece of shit? How do you let that...
That's one of the weirdest things that we've ever done as a race of people. I mean, all of us. White people, and I mean, there were black kings too. African countries. There's never been a black king of England. That's never gonna happen. That is one color line that's never gonna get. Don't even hope, man. It ain't gonna happen. There's not gonna be a black king of England. I mean, after all that white that's been pumped into their blood for years, they've just been this kind of jizzy white color for all these generations. Purpley. They're all, every British royal looks like cock meat. That's what their faces look like, an Irish penis. That's what they look like. Someone took an Irishman's penis and stretched it out and drew a face on it with Sharpie. That's what they look like.
iPod phone.
Yeah. No, this is better than the iPod audio, trust me.
No, this is going to be good stuff.
This is going to
be better.
This is going to suck. Let's meet David.
Hey, Dave,
On
go.
the subject of the iPhone, why do you want an iPhone?
Well, when I first came here, I was interested in standing behind this barrier for the experience, and I was thinking that I'd get this iPhone for myself. But I went for a walk with a friend of mine, a longtime friend. We've been friends since we were less than 2 years old. And
important part of the story.
We
Oh my
walking
God!
in Central Park, and on the way,
walking to Central Park,
sucked each
it dawned
other's
upon me
dicks.
that I could give this phone to charity and use this publicity to raise awareness about a good cause. So I'm donating this phone to the Taproot Foundation, or rather, I'm selling this phone to the highest bidder, and whoever makes the winning
There's
bid,
a tone in your voice I don't trust.
The Taproot Foundation, I'll hand you the third iPhone sold in New York City.
The third iPhone sold in that particular location of New York City.
Wow.
God.
I hate more, that guy
Oh
or
my
you
God.
for not braining him. Just indulging him.
Should he have been smacked? His severed head should be sitting right here. We should be looking at it while we're hearing it.
What is the charity?
He said it was a Taproot Foundation.
Taproot?
Yeah.
It's not a band.
He started talking because we asked him how he had time to get there, and he said he basically was on vacation before he started training for this job. And the Taproot Foundation is this like placement agency.
Right.
Yeah, it was very vague. I don't think it was for charity at all.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Right? Is this another iPhone waiter? This person?
Wait, that guy.
Same guy. Same guy. Because after the first question, they needed to ask him another.
Yeah. Next question should have been, why don't you die?
Yeah,
Right.
stop killing kittens.
Have you come across any unsavory people?
You know, yesterday I had a unsettling experience. Well, rather last night. I was sitting over there with another fellow named Barry, who's I guess Barry is currently employed. He's between jobs.
Oh my God!
Assumed training. So
Yeah.
I suppose, in a sense, I'm not too far from the same camp. And anyhow,
kick you right in the asshole.
the fellow walked up to us and said that he had just arrived in the city. He needed money to get on the PATH train, and that his girlfriend, wife, was over there, and that they were both struggling to make the money. They needed $40. They already had 26. And I'm always torn. I give to homeless shelters, and that's my way of contributing rather than giving to individuals along the way.
Guy.
When
That's so beautiful.
Me for money, I struggled with it because here's
You're
a white
unemployed.
man asking me for money.
Here's
and
a
I'm
what?
wondering to my
A white man. This is, by the way, why Mac and Apple and their gizmos have such a bad rep with certain people.
Yeah.
Because it's this type of people that everybody thinks are so into, like, Apple products. And it's not. It's like, it's Lou, it's me, it's Jimmy. But you get this impression that it's like, and like it made me rethink I want to take a MacBook and smash his teeth in with
I want to now. You know where he is. He's at the Apple store until Friday. He's the third guy back.
He's gonna get the third iPod.
He's gonna get the third
iPhone.
I want to kick him right in his back, man.
Well, why does Mac and Apple come into this?
Because that's who's putting it out. The iPhone
He's at an
is
Apple store waiting for the
Mac
latest
product. Yeah,
the
Tomorrow.
latest Apple product.
Yeah.
We should get him on.
Yeah, they all have that voice, that iPod voice. Like, I have my iPod, and I want to buy an iPod, and how much is your iPod?
I hope he
We should
drops
We
it.
should get him pulled out of line.
We should get him
Get Keith or somebody.
Get him thrown out.
Yeah, some.
Oh, dude, we should get.
You know, when I waited for Red Sox World Series tickets in 1986. Me and some friends, somebody paid us.
Didn't
some
work
guy
out for
paid
you
us.
now, did it?
Yeah. No, but we got money for waiting for the tickets. I didn't give a but we waited in line, and we were there all night. It was October. It was freezing. And then the next morning, everybody got up, and the line started moving, and people pointed at a guy and said, "You weren't here. He wasn't here. He just snuck in line." And everyone pointed at this guy and said it went out, and the cops just removed him. They're not going to look into it, get rid of the guy. And people just started doing that to anybody.
Wow.
Like just going out, just pointing at people. And the guys that were doing it were laughing, but not letting the cops see that they're just going out, and the cops would pull anybody out.
That's
what I'm saying is we could do this to this dude tomorrow. You could do this to the guy tomorrow.
No, it's more a Stalin thing.
Yeah.
That's like a Stalin kind of move.
Yeah, exactly. But you could do that on Friday. You could go there and just stand and go, "Hey, that kid, you just got here.
Hey, what are you doing?"
Get him thrown out in 4 days in line.
Let's get our interns online and we'll do that gag.
Get rid of him.
All right, let's get the rest of this. Cause
tomorrow, let's get him on the air and scream.
Here's a white man asking me for money, and I'm wondering to myself, if this were a black man with the same story, would I give him $1? Would I give him $2? Is in giving this man
wow, you really would have changed his life with that buck.
People asked me in the past.
Yeah, he's a real thinker.
Does it tell something scary about me and my own? It's not. It's something I have to think about and mull over, whether or not.
So much self-awareness.
Yeah, but not into a microphone, you fucking dick.
By a black man, if I would have given them $1. I hope so. I hope I'm at that level.
Oh, that
level, man. You know, I haven't attained that yet, but I'm really trying to become a Vulcan where I have no feelings or emotions.
He's a nice boy.
Shut up.
Buy an iPhone.
He is a tool, and I hope he gets robbed tonight as he lays there on the sidewalk waiting for this iPhone.
I just don't want him to get that phone.
Stomps his head.
I don't want him to get that.
Nice no, I want him to get the phone, turn it on, and you just hear the slight and see a puff of white smoke come out behind it, and it just goes black.
And that's it.
It's broken, man. And I was thinking, like, is it bad that it's broken because now the screen is black?
Or maybe it's what I needed. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I needed that to, like, spend so much money and to have it all for naught.
You know what I figured out? That phone is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Stupid. Fucking. And that pious voice, all that pious.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he's so self-aware, but he could use more self-awareness.
We learn about his girlfriend here.
Oh, girlfriend. What kind of a lie is this?
Girlfriend, yeah.
Had a girl.
Dungeons and Dragons. Get out of here. Girlfriend, my say.
We should play Dungeons and Dragons before we leave the show.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I did up until... Oh, she was really incredible, too.
I bet.
She was the first girl who ever put me
you.
on the receiving end of a breakup.
Strap on.
How ugly was she?
Huh?
Put me on the receiving end of a breakup.
First girl.
He's trying to say like he's dumped a million chicks.
Dumped plenty of broads. Let me tell you.
It happened to me.
This guy can't admit. He's like, she put me on the receiving end.
Receiving end of the breakup.
What happens is this: he asks them out, they say no, and he kills them.
Right. First
he
time.
screams at him first, though, like, "You are a slut. You are a slut."
I hate you. He's all crying.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do? Cut the line tomorrow and tape it.
And just say,
Cut right
how does
in
this
front of
make
him.
you feel that I just cut you in line?
Yeah.
Tell me about how you feel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm angry.
Yeah, we're going to cut the line tomorrow.
Yeah, get right in front of this
Just stage a huge protest
We should
against
get
him getting the phone. Just like have like 100
We should
people
get
with
Club
signs.
Soda Kenny to
Don't give David a phone. Don't give
David.
Club Soda Kenny to cut him off.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Excuse me. I believe I was here first.
And of a breakup.
How ugly was she?
Huh? What are you asking?
Oh. What are you
How
asking?
ugly was she?
Question?
You heard me.
How ugly was she?
How
Faggot.
ugly was she?
Yeah.
She was really attractive. But I don't want to get into my personal life too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
please
really
don't-
attractive.
Don't think that I'm your typical guy.
Special.
No.
Don't think I'm your
He's
typical
almost
guy.
at the level of giving $1 to a black guy.
Yeah, almost. He's still
almost
mulling it
there.
over. He's got to mull that over
Because
for a
he
while.
lives on the receiving end or
Yes.
the giving end.
That's right.
This guy
Yeah.
thinks he is so special in life. You're another fucking speck of bacteria on this rock. Shut
Yeah.
up. You're not special.
I like. He's thoughtful.
That's it.
He's insightful.
This guy is annoying.
He's getting under your skin.
I buy every single iPhone in that place, so there's none left when he goes.
Yes.
I'll get in front of him, I'll cut,
and give him out
give
free.
me 150
Give them free to
iPhones
everybody in line except
and
for
just
him.
hand them out and go, who wants one? And then he just goes,
not you.
Oh, I realize I shouldn't have one. Shut up.
Self-important ass.
He should buy an iPhone, and then an A phone, a D phone, and an S phone, and eat them all.
So what have you been doing to pass your time here?
I actually brought a harmonica with me.
Of course. Did you bring a hacky sack too? You
Hey,
idiot.
I like the hacky.
Yeah.
Good times with the hacky sack.
I actually brought a harmonica with me. I decided to start learning blues harmonica.
Wait, what's with the language? Actually.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually
he did
brought a
that in the last
harmonica.
sentence,
Like,
too.
can you believe it?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. It's like, I actually brought a harmonica.
He picks these weird words.
Actually brought a harmonica with me. I'm not like one of those phony harmonica bringers.
No.
I actually
This
brought
guy's
a harmonica
embarrassed
with me.
about himself. That's what it is.
He should wait phone.
His own man calls him an asshole. Here comes my son, the harmonica playing, sensitive.
After I saw this video of beatboxing harmonica player on YouTube not too long ago.
Not too long ago. Not too long ago. Not too long ago. Not too long ago. He's never going to get a call on his iPhone because he has no friends. He's going to be there going, I have no contact.
His calendar's
No one
empty.
calls.
He's got pictures of himself.
Oh, wait, I get
He's got
it.
no
I get what's
contact.
going
Just
on.
himself. Look, I can scroll through pictures of me.
He's IMing his other phone.
Yeah.
He's IMing
I
his
get
Verizon
what's
phone.
going on.
A little for us. I wouldn't want to try. I actually never tried it with a mic.
God.
I'd really love to. I've got stage fright. I don't know what's
Not on a
There's
stage.
no stage here.
Yeah.
Dummy.
It's not clean.
It's harmonica.
Clean. I just started like 4 days ago. This is a very, very simple blues riff.
Oh, you're dying to play it. Shut up.
I actually know that song.
Yeah?
It's called A Homeless Man Shoved My iPhone Up My
Very
asshole.
simple blues
Doodah.
riff. I'm just learning like
Doodah. Doodah's in the title and everything?
Yes.
Oh, I know this song. Yawning
Usually
for dummies.
That
Yawning for dummies.
Oh,
What a piece
that
of
was
shit.
real full of soul, that whole the blues riff. You could really feel the pain that this kid's gone through.
You know what
it
the
came out in
lyrics
his
are to
harmonica.
that? My dad's my friend. My dad's my friend.
What is this kid going to be like when he's like 60?
Oh,
Sad.
dead, I hope.
And then shoot him in the face. Don't even let him enjoy the smell of the harmonica. I'm going to shove it.
I have never hated so much someone this much from one of our little interviews.
He gets under your skin.
Wow.
So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. I go, why? Because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid. So, and she's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm a idiot. I'm like, yeah, you love it. I think she digs me now. Fucking stupid. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's fucking the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. It. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other. It's it, man. It. It. Another kid. It. Why not? Let them all in. Good.